Hey, good morning. This is Joe from Citrus County Porch Life, bringing you the AA Word of the Day for March 26, 2025. And the sun is getting strong on the west side of the house, so this will be the last video that I do for today as the sun sets over the Gulf of, I'd still say Mexico, but the president says the Gulf of America. And the word for today is the teaching is never over. And this is the quote: Abandon yourself to God as you understand God. Admit your faults to Him and to your fellows. Clear away the wreckage of the past. Give freely of what you find and join us. We shall be with you in the fellowship of the Spirit, and you will surely meet some of us as you trudge the road of happy destiny. May God bless you and keep you until then. And that is from the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous, page 164. And this is the daily reflection commentary. These words put a lump in my throat each time I read them. In the beginning, it was because I felt, oh no, the teaching is over. Now I'm on my own. It will never be this new again. Today I feel deep affection for our AA pioneers when I read this message, realizing that it sums up all of what I believe and strive for, and that with God's blessing, the teaching is never over. I'm never on my own, and every day is brand new. I found such great hope in that daily reflection response. Every day is brand new. What a change that was from my drinking days. I would get home in the morning, I worked third shift, start drinking, drink till 4 or 5 o'clock, pass out, get up, and do it all over again. No changes, same routine. Uh, wow. And now I never know what will happen. I follow God's will throughout the day, and I may end up in a little nice Christian coffee shop. I may just go and take a bus and see what the county is about because I've been mainly only in this area, and I really don't like to drive. Uh, Go see a movie. You never know. All those things I couldn't do before when I was drinking because drinking was the most important thing in my life. And when we look at this, not I won't say commands. I'll say, you know, pointers. One, abandon yourself to God as you understand Him. Give freely of yourself. Admit your faults to Him and to your fellows. In doing all the steps, there must be one person, at least one. You can admit your faults to your fellows, but there must be one that you tell everything to. And I was lucky enough to do that with a priest in England. He lived what's called the Scilly Islands, Scilly, off the west coast of England. And he had retired. He was a Jesuit priest. And that's the work that he did in his retirement. His parents had left him a home. And you go and talk with him. He's no longer with us, but I went all that way because I was absolutely convinced that he would keep everything anonymous. And now I think of it, what a burden to just sit there day after day and listen to people unload. It was scary enough for me to do it, but I imagine listening to it, people's sincere thoughts must be quite overwhelming. And that's how I did it. And so we got give freely of what you find and join us. That is, in a nutshell, everything that AA is about. Give freely what we have given you. I take it and I go and I give it to the newcomer that's just walked through the door. Greet him or her with a smile like I was greeted, and the story starts there. Uh, and it is truly a fellowship. I remember we used to have a guy that would give the dictionary definition of a fellowship. And you think of the Fellowship of the Rings, those of us now, that movie wasn't made when I joined AA. And yeah, I like that word. And, she speaks of the founders of this. And they were so intelligent, they put their finger right on the causes of alcoholism, that it was a spiritual disease, and that, the fix for it was a spiritual fix, a daily reprieve. These guys were World War One veterans. That's how long ago, they served in World War One. We have no existing World War One veterans left. I think the last American was Freddie Buckles, and he got in when he was 15 or 16, so he was the last surviving one. Uh, so they had seen a lot in life and lived a lot and saw what really made sense to them and what to value. We see pictures of World War One doughboys, and we think, oh, that was so long ago. And my dad was in World War Two. He was a member of 43rd Infantry Division. That was a combat division. They did island hopping in the Pacific. And when I was a little boy, he had his 43rd Infantry Division yearbook. I'd have that and look at it, and there I am thinking, those guys are old. Some of them were only 21. And I still have that, and I cherish it. And now when I look at it, I see my father's picture. He was such a young man, and it gives me a different perspective. But these guys went through all the problems that we've had in our lives, and God blessed them with the solution. And to their great credit, they gathered all the writings and the teachings of these people at that time. And there were many non alcoholics that contributed to the doctors at the hospital, the nuns at the hospital. And, they got all this wonderful literature together. And they keep revising it, especially the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous. Every once in a while, they'll go through and put more current stories in it. It's hard for people, to World War One was over 100, ended 1919, so 106 years ago. Uh, but the message is as fresh as anything. And I feel like I can reach out to their words and touch them and say thank you. So the teaching truly is never over. Our work is never over. We've always, even when we think we got it all, there's still someone new walking through the door. And we've got to be there for them. That's the important message. You can't keep it till you give it away. So God bless. Have a safe and sober Wednesday, and we will talk to you tomorrow.